Great to have you with us. So our main story for the day, and Chairman for Parliament Select Committee on Defence, Seth Acheampong, has revealed ACP Dr. Agordzo is the only senior police officer who has been picked up and detained in connection with the alleged coup plot. This is contrary to media reports suggesting other top police officers, including the retired senior police officer Peter Tobu, have been arrested for their alleged involvement in the purported coup plot. Mr. Acheampong was speaking on the AM show with Mamavi Osuabwaje.
With my checks, he has never been mentioned anywhere. They have never contacted him. They've never called him. He's not come up for any form of investigation.
He wasn't with the BNI.
He is not. He was not invited by the
BNI.
He
didn't slip over. He's not appearing in court today.
No, I don't know where that news is coming from. It's news to me. And I think this is the reason why I respect our democracy. And I think we should all hasten slowly and get, like I said at the outset of this very matter, I said we should allow due process to take its course. And we should, for me, I believe, listen, the president is a human rights advocate. And till today, he's one of our best that we've had in producing this country.
Isn't that why it is most surprising that Dr. Agordzo would be arrested on Monday and his family would be there on Tuesday from 6 a.m. only to see him around 4? Isn't that why it is most surprising? Because this has happened, if this happened under other administrations, maybe people would say, oh, yeah. But here's a president with a certain record.
Mamavi, you and I understand, and Dr. Agordzo himself knows, that the security architecture works differently. And so we have a history. And for some of us, we must ensure that the Constitution is adequately and overly respected. And I'm gladdened that it is not, and we are still not in the era when people are taken away and beyond 48 hours, nobody is able to contact them.
Maybe we haven't breached that, but we've breached certainly the bit that says you have a right to a counsel when you're arrested.
Fortunately or unfortunately, yes, you have a right to counsel. They never deprive you of a right to counsel.
Counsel was there, only saw him late afternoon. Why do you take me and refuse me somebody who should be there speaking for me?
The investigators best answers those questions. It happens across the board. It's not just...
I guess I'm raising it because of the president's track record of human rights that you presented in this conversation.
The president, unfortunately, is not synonymous to our Constitution and the creations out of the Constitution. That is why I talked about due process. The president is not. The president, as an actor, by the creation, has been able to do his best and exemplified himself. So he carries that record along, and he ensures that even within that space and creativity, we should ensure that the rights of people are respected.
Now, Dr. Agordzo, we understand is that the Kaneshie District Court, that's where he's being arraigned today, will bring you, and those pictures are actually from the court. You see him there showing a thumbs up sign, and he's in full regalia as a senior police officer. He's flanked by members of his family and other police officials. That's the legal team now on the screen. And we will go to Joseph Akable for some updates. Yes, that is lawyer Martin Pebu. You see them in your shot at the Kaneshie District Court this morning. He's been arraigned and he's been charged with high treason, and that was done by Bureau of National Investigations officials. And we are picking information that he will soon be before courts. Joseph Akable will be joining us with that update later in the bulletin. That they want the court, the lawyers for Dr. Agordzo are raising a preliminary objection to the charges raised against him. They say the district does not have the power to grant bail, neither can the court remand him into custody. The court can only hear committal proceedings, which will require the state to hand them the bill of indictment. They are therefore urging the court not to proceed with the matter at all. They say the prosecution intentionally brought him to the district court knowing very well that the court has no jurisdiction. They further argue that it is an attempt to deny him bail. And you heard Martin Pebu make this point specifically yesterday on News Desk when we spoke to him. So they want the court to reject the case. In the unlikely event that the court does not agree with them, the matter should be put on hold for the constitutional interpretation to be sought. So they are asking that the court refers this case to the Supreme Court for determination. Expect more on this story and later bulletins, or before the bulletin is over. As and when the updates come, we definitely will keep you up to date.